It's your boy Seven Sins.
Rodriguez.
And this is Actuality Speaks.
Podcast, baby.
The realest conversations.
The realest stories.
The realest topics.
The realest people. And of course,
The realest hosts. It's Actuality Speaks. If it ain't real talk,
just stay silent.
Pas de soleil, 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 pas de soleil.
what's going on? It's your boy Seven Sins.
Rodriguez in the building.
This is Actuality Speaks.
And if it ain't real talk, please stay silent.
You dig? And today we got a special guest. We started off a little from the music. We got an entrepreneur, a businessman, a model. I mean, my man wears many hats,
Yes,
and that's
sir.
my G, Jonathan Dykes. Let's talk about it, baby. Let's go with you, man.
Before we get into the conversation,
We got gifts.
you know I got gifts.
We got gifts.
Gifts for you. It's always love, always love, definitely.
We
Always love.
gotta show what's popping over here today. Y'all gotta see what my man's doing out here. Y'all better stop pocket watching, you heard? Stop that, cause a lot of y'all do that shit.
That's a plus.
Stay watching cash pockets.
That's what the
man.
white one say.
No, that's what the white one say. What the white one say? You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
let's go.
Let's point out that he's the first one to bring us gifts. Alright? Hint, hint.
Yes,
Everybody?
yes,
It's all love.
You know?
Star life.
Star life, baby. Get familiar
yeah.
with it. Get familiar
That's our
with it.
entrepreneurship.
You dig?
Appreciate
You right,
you,
right?
appreciate
Oh,
you.
yeah.
It's tough. That's
Nice.
tough.
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. I
All the time,
appreciate it.
all the time, all the
Okay.
time, all the time.
And of course,
Yes.
appreciate you pulling up, brother. And like we say a lot, you know what I'm saying? We here to give these flowers to our folks.
While he's still
you know,
here.
while they're still here.
Exactly.
Now when it's at the end of the road, where we finally realize what we had. You know what I'm saying? Before it's too late. So again, we always begin.
Yes.
We want to know, Jonathan, from a youth, where did it all start, brother? Where
Tell
you
us
from?
about you.
To be honest, it started in my art class, man. For real. You know, we got different artists in different art classes. We go about a lot of stuff in different ways. I mean, my teacher in middle school or elementary school, he was like a professional artist. He used to pull me to the side after class, like, yo, I see your skill, you're very talented, why don't you take it serious?
Right.
I mean, I'm in there, we messing with girls, we playing
Right,
around,
right. You know what I'm saying? Side
paying
track.
attention to art. I'm like, y'all can draw, but that ain't basketball, that ain't nothing that
Exactly.
they
Right.
chasing, right?
You're not
So,
thinking at the time
Yeah.
that just artistry could be
I'm
something.
like, I ain't really messing with it. He was like, one day, you're gonna do something with it. Just keep it around. So I'm like, I guess. So then I leaded it to basketball, went to basketball. And I ended up getting hurt. And I was stuck for a little bit.
Right.
Now basketball ain't going nowhere. What you gonna do?
What to do?
So you still can draw. So, I mean, got a pen and a pad and just got back to it. Literally. Just got back to it.
Right.
How early in life were you actually drawing? What before the school? Like, was art something that kind of intrigued you a little bit as like a little kid?
Color wise.
Like, okay.
Yeah, I used to like to color with markers. So I color with a pen and
Right, same
pencil
here.
shaded in.
Same
I mean,
here.
it's stuff like that. But I drifted away
Right.
because, like I said again, that wasn't nothing that everybody was chasing. You like a square.
That's facts. That's facts.
You an artist. That's
I
what
could
you
relate.
do. Like,
I could relate to
really
that.
into that. So you know what I mean?
So it was always the drawing, you was into painting and like all that. It was everything.
Yeah, from the
All
start.
that.
From the
No,
start,
I feel
I
you.
definitely give my teacher
Right.
his props.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's alive to this day. It always gonna be my dog, cause he pulled me to the side, like real conversations.
Right.
Pulled me to the side, showed me paintings that he done sold for a couple $1,000.
Right.
And I was like, that's crazy.
Not
So
fact.
I'm young, and I'm like, he can do it. I mean, he's telling me I can do it.
Then shit, maybe I
He
can.
better than me. So
He
it's
sees
like,
something in you.
Exactly.
and it's been like that. It was like that in elementary school, it was like in middle school, high school. When I did college courses, all my teachers used to be like, yo, you got a skill. Like, you really can do something with it. And
that's dope that they pointed it out because, again, a lot of teachers don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? When you really don't find too many people have those teachers that really care enough to see something in you and
try to bring it out.
And try to bring it out because most of these teachers, they already frustrated with just being around a bunch of kids that don't want to follow what they talking about.
Right.
They really, a lot of them don't care.
That's
Let's be
true.
true.
Right.
A lot of them don't really care.
That's the truth.
But
I definitely, that's why I said I take it to the grave. Like, if I seen him to this day, like, you know what I mean? Yo, I appreciate you.
Praise
That's it. I appreciate you.
what's his name? Just in case he ever comes across this.
It's been a minute, so I can't even come up with it then.
I feel like
What
a long
school
time.
was it? You remember
I
what
was in
school?
the tap.
Okay.
Tag.
okay,
Okay.
I was in the tap.
Alright. I remember the tag.
And
Okay.
he was like a raw artist. Like, I'm talking about like, he got pen, he got
Right.
paint on a piece of paper. He
Just make it happen.
I'm like, that's crazy. Everybody else is like, yo, he's weird. Like, I'm like, yo,
Nah,
that's
this is intriguing.
White teacher?
Right here.
White teacher? Black teacher?
See, that's even
Right.
more tough.
Exactly.
Right.
He inspired you even more.
Showed me some paintings. Like,
Exactly.
like,
Because you can
somebody
relate to him
Exactly.
on top
Somebody
of
the
it.
same
You
color
can
as
relate
you.
to him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
For real.
dope.
And that
So
made you
like I said, it
see
just
more.
go through stages. I had to go through a lot of stages. Like back then, like I said, my mind wasn't there. It was like
Right.
I'm chasing females. I'm just chilling, buying sneakers, and doing stuff, doing shit that kids don't. I wasn't paying no attention to that.
Right.
Like I said, you know, we come up in a different era. Like
Right.
we gotta follow suit, so we following suit. But
Right.
now,
Exactly.
like the man I am now, it's like, come on, man. If you got a gift, that's to any entrepreneur. If you starting now, like, go with it.
Yeah, capitalize.
Go with it. You know?
Capitalize.
Go with it.
Don't stop.
Cause as long as you hustling, you're gonna see some type of success.
This is true.
Can't follow nobody else's stuff though. You gotta be straight blunt.
That authenticity, right? It has to be. It has to come from you. Now, what made you like jump off as far as like with the sneaker designs and stuff? Like actually taking a sneaker and want to draw on a pair of sneakers.
To be honest, I'm being honest. Like, you look at bottles, you look at pictures, you look at paintings, you look at anything that have a design on it. I sit in the house sometimes, I'm like, man, if I can put on a shirt, I can put on some sneakers, what can I put on? I be thinking about putting on buildings all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Why not?
I be thinking about putting it on all types of stuff. You feel what I'm saying? So when I tell the youth and I talk to the youth, I'm like, it starts here. It gotta start.
Right.
Right.
It ain't about nothing else.
The blueprints up
And
there.
don't never let nobody tell you that you can't. As long as you
Right.
hustling,
That's a
you
fact.
can't.
Right.
That's it.
That's a fact.
Because they're doing it with this graffiti and
Yeah.
everything else, so you can do it
All the
as
time.
well.
All the
So
time.
why not?
All the
Because
time.
I remember when I jumped off, trying to do like doing the sneakers and stuff. Like my whole thing ever since I was a kid, like especially because again growing up, you know what I'm saying, like. And we ain't had the most bread and shit. We didn't have the flyest shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had to settle for what we had. But I was always like, yo, I like them sneakers right there, but and everybody else got them. So it's like, how the fuck can I make mine different from everybody else's? Because I always like to have one of one shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I love that. If I got something that nobody else or no one else has access to, I love it. So I was like, fuck that shit. I'm gonna design something. I'm gonna design some goddamn shoes. Like I even tried to submit it to Nike, but I mean, shit, such a big company, they probably never even got my shit.
Yeah, I
You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna lie to you, but that's what pushed me to just be like one of one, to have that joint. Like, yo, where you get those? To be able to say to somebody like, you can't get these though. Like these are the only ones. Like, this is just me right here. Like, you know what I'm saying? But again, like I think the whole art mentality, like I can
I'm
relate.
gonna tell you, bro, it never, I don't know, like, when I knew I was a true artist, when stuff started waking me up out of my sleep.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, I thought about that. I'm like, y'all done thought about that design yesterday, the day before yesterday, then I wake up. Now it's like I got an office in my house, so I go right to my office.
Right.
Like that's dope.
I get crazy.
That's dope.
I get crazy, man.
That's
So
dope.
you know you gotta get to that certain thing and do
every
it.
time, it don't stop. I'm talking about like non-stop.
Nah, shit, I be seeing you, bro. Like I be seeing, I see the passion.
I feel you. So is the sneakers, is that the only thing you creating right now?
No, I done went through stages. People didn't see me on the platform so many times. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't see me do sweatsuits. They didn't see me tear jackets up 100 times, like jeans.
Dope.
I just do it.
Everything.
So now it's like I've been missing from the sneaker game for a grip.
Okay.
And I just came back. So now somebody added me in a group. It was like, it's like 100,000 something people in there. You got designers, buyers, all of that. I've been in there for a month. I got like a rising star already. Because
it's tough, bro.
my things are shared over 32 times.
Right.
So depending on...
Just got in.
So depending on like what you're doing with your shoe, that depend on the price? Price wise?
True, yeah. Like, what is your price? Like, how do you base your price?
The more paint I have to use.
Right.
More paint. If I have to paint a whole sneaker, that's gonna cost you.
Yeah, that's
well, that's common sense.
That's definitely characters. It's gonna cost you because it's gonna take a minute. I'm not just about to draw something and then mess up and then try to do it again.
Right.
Like when I sit at the table, it's just all here.
What's the highest you sold for a shoe?
I'm gonna keep it at 1,000.
1,000?
That's what I'm talking about.
What was it?
The ones I just did, the all red ones.
Oh yeah, you did that little cupcake one.
Yeah. I got an artist offered me $3,000.
Really?
Yeah.
See, no bullshit though. This sneaker shit is lucrative as
But
fuck.
what was the 1,000? That?
The 1,000.
Yeah, what was that?
That's when I first was doing it. I forgot which design I did. I think it was a 2-color sneaker.
Alright.
2-color sneaker. So when it faded,
Yeah.
it'll change colors.
But the cupcake one recently.
Because it's crazy because some people be thinking that, like, yo, you bought those? Yo, where you get those from?
Right.
Exactly.
Thinking about
bro. See, that's the gratification right there.
Right.
That's what I used to love, bro.
And they don't be believing me
You know what I'm
either.
saying?
Like, yo, I'm about to look these up.
Real
Like,
shit.
Really?
Go ahead.
Whenever you step out with some joints that you did, yo, bro, like, bro, I did that every trip. Cause I started doing the Wallies over too. You know what I'm saying? Like dipping the Wallies and shit. I started doing that shit, and I started stepping out with them niggas. Like, yo, bro, where you get those Wallies from? Like, with cats that know about Wallies anyway.
You know that.
And then, you know what I'm saying? Bro, where you get? Oh yeah, I'm like, yo, this is me right here. I did that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's a dope ass feeling.
I ain't gonna front. The respect is there. The respect is there. I think. Let me speak on our city, like Boston itself.
Let's talk about it.
We one of the greatest cities, man. You know what I'm saying? I done been to town cities, Philly, LA, New York. I done been here. I done been overseas. I done been to Paris. I've been to London. I've been places. You feel what I'm saying? The thing about our city is just the lack of respect.
Yeah.
And when I say that, it's like, how can everybody win if everybody want to be number one?
Right.
To be honest, there's a whole bunch of designers in the group.
Right.
All over the world. There's the ones that see me on the platform that I'm on right now. And the same respect that they have for me, I got it for them. It ain't no, yo, I hope they don't sell sneakers, man. I hope niggas don't mess with them or blah, blah. You feel what I'm saying?
You know what the problem is?
Like,
nobody knows how to share the spotlight.
That's it. That's it.
Even when your crew or your partners or this or that, no one knows how to share the spotlight. And that shit ain't okay.
it ain't.
It's not.
Facts.
It's not. No one knows how to share the spotlight. That shit ain't it ain't kosher.
I tell people, like, if it's love and you say it's genuine, like, let it start with saying it first.
Right.
Say it.
Even when people say that.
People are supposed to just go with it, right? You feel what I'm saying? I don't believe in none of that. I don't believe in none of that. If it's genuine, you're gonna show that.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Because
absolutely.
When you don't, that hate start creeping up by itself. You be like, yo, people on weird time.
Absolutely.
You don't even know where it's coming from.
Exactly.
Like, that's crazy.
And that's why I feel that for many. You know what I'm saying? Cause shit got super weird. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Big facts.
And it's like I said, as far as the support system, it's like, again, I've always been a supporter of many. You know what I'm saying? But I don't bullshit it. Like, I'm not just gonna support you. People might be mad that I say this. I'm not just gonna support you just because you're a black business.
You know that.
It has to be quality business. You have to have some you have to have some dope shit going with you. You have to have consistency. You know what I'm saying? You got to show that you really on your job. You know what I'm saying? And that's why now I see you, you know what I'm saying? I see cats like you, Brandon Grimes, you know what I'm saying? A couple other individuals that are really like pushing their shit. It's not like I got a t-shirt today and then that next week I don't got no more fucking t. You don't hear no more about their line or nothing that they pushing. Niggas is pushing their shit like for real, on a real level. And that's what I respect, you know what I'm saying?
I tell you, when I talk to the messages I get, sometimes I don't believe them, but you know what I mean? I tell every entrepreneur, like, you want to be seen, you gotta grind. You want to be seen, you gotta grind. Don't be asking these supporters to come to the table, grab what you grab. You done have some hot shit 1 month, 1 week, 1 day, and then they looking for it. And you're like, yo, bro, you done, they gotta ask you, yo, bro, when you coming out with this? So we go, like, come on, people like what they like, but they're gonna spend their money on what they like. So if they respect you and the respect's there, you don't gotta worry about nothing.
Right.
You gotta worry about nothing. But I definitely respect that. A lot of entrepreneurs and artists, they gotta take some time for themselves because it gets crazy sometimes. It gets crazy for me too. And you know, I'm a real dad. Like, I see my kids and around my kids like 24/7. You feel what I'm saying? So this is what I do it for. So
like we mentioned that in the last joint too. Like, yo, people forget that we got real lives to deal with. You know what I'm saying? We got real shit to deal with outside of our passions. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you see us, you might not see us as much at a point. Like, don't be so quick to be like, oh, you lacking. Like, you don't know what I'm dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have no clue. Like, I got real shit going on besides the shit I post and what you seeing me. And me, like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all think it's just all fun and games and success and shit. Like, nah, there's real shit going on behind the scenes, bro. Like
24/7. You did in real life, 24/7.
Dealing with real shit.
Ain't nothing gonna change. And I try to tell a lot of people that, man. But you know, people gonna be people, man.
That's it, man.
People gonna be people.
Once you know that, it makes life much easier.
Yeah.
You know what
That's why I tell a lot of people, like, if you got up out your bed to worry about what they said about you, shit,
that's a problem.
They gonna be saying that for an eternity. So
that's a problem.
If you ain't built for it, then you ain't built for it. Because success comes with criticism.
Absolutely.
And if you ain't ready for that, then it's like,
then
everybody gonna say something. Yo, you know what I mean? Like, yo, oh, he doing this now, he doing that.
Right.
Man, he ain't good at that. Like,
Matter of fact, not to pull up. I seen you know what I'm about to talk about. I already know. Some chick, I don't know who she was, bro. It
was my ex. It was my ex.
Back, but she was talking shit.
It was one of my exes.
Oh, your ex. She said, yeah, this not seem a little personal.
It was one of my exes.
But she was talking hella shit about, you know what I'm saying, how this nigga was moving. I'm like, damn, so I kind of, I was peeping, and I'm like, my man got on the live, he had to break it down for a lot of shit.
Because I was off the scene. I was off the scene for a little bit. Sometimes I take breaks. I deactivated my Facebook. But it was still getting back to me. You know what I mean? Like, my respect is big, and I definitely respect that because I'm a humble person. So it was like, yo, what's good with this girl? She, you know what I mean? And I'm like, she going crazy. I'm like, ah.
Yeah, she was popping off. I was like,
went on a live. I was like, you can't be a boss with, you know what I mean, acting like a hood rat.
Right.
And I just wanted to leave it like that. If you're a boss, then be a boss. We'll deal with that behind closed doors. I'm like bringing it and throwing it in some crazy group where you know people gonna see it. You want that type of attention. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. And like I said, it's not gonna stop my supporters, and it did. It did.
That's what they got. That's what be hurting them. When they see that it doesn't affect the people around you or the people that rock with you. You know what I'm saying?
It make them mad.
Exactly.
All the time. If you put your energy into that, it's supposed to slow you down. Like the criticism and a lot of stuff that they saying. It's supposed to slow you down so they can catch up to you. That's
exactly. We was getting it. You remember? I showed you. Oh, this cat was just straight, just out of the blue. I don't know who the hell this fool was. Just hating hard. Like, we were just in here doing some regular promo shit, just chilling. Like, you know what I'm saying? Doing our 1-2 thing. Dude just came through, just popping off like, oh, y'all look mad ghetto and shit. Like, what you like ghetto? Like what?
If you see most of the podcasts now, like it's just a vibe. I mean, like if you mad at a vibe, you want some weird type shit.
Right.
So they got a lot of weird people today.
For real, you know that.
The energy. Yeah, keep it moving.
So that's why I say, like, doing anything that's gonna bring you success, you just gotta be crazy humble, man. You gotta be crazy humble.
Absolutely.
You do.
Because if you on any type of time that you was on back then, before you stepped in that type of zone, it's gonna pull you back right in it.
Yeah.
Like, damn. And shouldn't even, you know what I mean?
I have these conversations often, especially with like my brothers and such. You know what I'm saying? Like the younger folks.
Yeah.
Cause
very much so.
You know, like the way they're moving, they just, I don't really, I couldn't tell you where their heads are at, like a lot of them.
Yeah.
It's just, it's so much, it's not even, there's no real knowledge. It's just kind of going off of what they think.
And they don't want to be told anything.
And they don't want to be told shit. They know everything already.
Yeah,
but they
so
don't know
it's
shit.
like, alright.
You feel me? Like,
you'll learn. And
right.
you'll learn on your own time. So
right. But it's like when you got people that been through it and are trying to deter you from dealing with the shit that we dealt with, it's like, why don't you take that advice? You know what I'm saying? They know, and because they seen it.
Yeah.
because everything's for your eyes right now. Shit, back our era, like we didn't have access to everything. We heard about shit. We didn't see everything. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers can Google this and it's popping up. You know what I'm saying? Video on everything. Everything's recorded, like everything.
Yeah.
Like we got memories, man. We don't got fucking videos. Man. We got memories, man. We can talk about.
Shit.
But
and we felt it here.
you dig what I'm saying?
Right,
like,
we went through that
shit, if we had that shit back then, we would have been famous a long time ago. You know how much shit that went on that could have got us viral? Like, get out of here. Let's be real.
But a lot of people just, no bullshit, a lot of people just into the likes and the views. Man.
Yes, that's what it is.
And that page shit.
Yeah, it's almost like a brainwash shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Fabricated.
Like, again, because it's like, I know we know the pros of it, of social media, like we talked about with fame and that.
Yeah.
We know the pros of it, you know what I'm saying? But it's like the cons outweigh that shit, especially now. It's like you just go down your timeline and you just see shit posted. It'll really make you not want to fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand why certain people don't. You know
Too many edits, man. Too many edits.
I get it.
Too many edits. But when I talk to my young boys now, I'm like, who do you really know's OGs? But just because he said that,
like, who do you know?
Talking about from back then,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, you don't really know.
Nowadays, everybody OG. They said I'm OG.
Everybody.
Like, what?
Everybody into something leak. When something leaked, now it's like, you was following that when you could have just been yourself. You know?
Right.
You gotta be self-made before anything. You gotta be self-made before anything.
Whatever.
Right.
So,
It's
like,
ridiculous.
like, what's the vision like for the future, bro? Like, what you got like cooking up?
Right now, I'm gonna be on everything.
I see his head cooking right now. Like,
That's how it goes. You know what I'm saying?
It's just
he's cooking.
Artists. That's
when I first started, I didn't get to sit at that table. You know? When I got a chance to sit at the table, and I told like head business guys, artists, company owners, like, yo, I'll be back for that seat. And I was like, emails, calls, video calls. Yo, come jump in this meeting.
Right, they want
we
you.
Talking marketing, we talking like,
They want you.
you know what I mean? And sometimes I'm in street clothes, sometimes I'm dressed up. It just depends what type of meeting it is.
Right.
So, you know, a lot of the marketing stuff I had to learn from me. But I just put it together piece by piece from the streets, you feel me?
Right. That's exactly how you move.
What this is gonna sell, you know what's not gonna sell.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? You don't need to go to college, you don't need to go to school to do that.
Like,
you just gotta use this.
That's not to deter anybody saying that school's bad.
Yeah,
but
No.
Don't. I agree with you. Don't think that's school is it. Like at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? There's plenty of cats that went through years and years of school and then just still lost as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And you got the cat that really just applied pressure, put 10 toes down and took off.
That's it.
And really learned life for real. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, school's not gonna teach you life. Let's keep it a buck. School is not gonna teach you life. It'll teach you the things that is in these books. It'll teach you the numbers and letters and all that shit, but it's not gonna teach you life. Yeah.
And it's not fair.
But it's not gonna teach you about life. You know what I'm saying? Again, you see the posts and shit like all the time. People talk about like, yo, the shit that they should be teaching these kids in school, they're not. Like, teach them about credit.
Right.
Teach them how to get your credit right.
They don't want to do that because that's when
Right.
at a young age to make a culture that dangerous.
You see what I'm saying? Because they know,
Come on, man.
They know they restricted teaching. Man.
The credit and the common sense, they don't want to see that.
They don't want to. They do not want to see it because they know when that happens, that's it. There's no taking us out of that shit. So we get subjected to the bullshit, get caught up in that, and then boom, there they go. That's how the system works. You know what I'm saying?
You know that.
But it's sad that a lot of people don't realize it, and they don't end up realizing it. You know what I'm saying? They end up behind bars or dead.
Right.
Or, you know, just how they figure most of us are always gonna end.
That's what college should be about. the system, teaching them about stocks,
stocks and all that shit,
right?
All that shit. Yep,
like
absolutely.
government, and real shit.
Like teach us about life.
Yeah.
Like forget all the fabricated bullshit in the books that y'all put together to sound good.
You know, they gonna fabricate all that shit too. So
teach us some real shit. Like
that's 100. But a lot of people care about what somebody gotta say.
Exactly.
Man, that's why. No bullshit. How many times success done came around for folks, but you ain't trying to let go of the past. Rather, it's a relationship. Rather, it's your guys, your people. Like if they want to see you win, they on the same type of time you on. They ain't trying to pull your shirt, hold you back, talk about crazy shit when y'all get into it. You know what I mean? Every family goes through their ups and downs.
Absolutely.
If you got a problem with that, that's not family to me. So, you know what I mean? That's why less and less I put myself around those type of people, or just put myself around people, period. Because when you got goals, that shit different.
Absolutely.
That shit different. But the smallest thing will make me turn this way. Like right now.
Real, like that.
Back then it's like, yo, chill, yo, we gonna get it together. Right now, I'm like, yo, just wish you the best, man.
And that's it.
Exactly.
That's it. Leave it.
Yeah.
Success don't wait for you, man.
That's again, that's the energy. That's the energy thing. Like I find, like I love talking about the energy because I found it and I finally accepted it and I'm starting to understand what this energy thing really is. Like I've heard, I had people put it in my ear back in the day, but it's like it didn't register.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when it finally did, it just made so much fucking sense, bro. And I'm still not doing it, but it's like the energy shit is a real thing. You know what I mean? Like you can feel like, you know what I'm saying, you got women's intuition and we got our gut. You know what I'm saying? Same shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's like I've had that going through the years. Like, you know, you be around folks and shit, but you know this motherfucker is an ancient person. But it's like you keep him around.
Time translate to energy is very precious.
Don't know that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't beat myself up over this shit no more, but it's like when you go back and think about all the fucking time you wasted, it's like, damn.
Millionaires in the making, man.
Big? For real. Like wasted time. You know what I'm saying? Bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Disregarding things and such. But it is what it is. We still here. We're still capable. Like we able to get up every fucking morning and walk on our 2 feet and then open our eyes and shit, you know what I mean, and get to it.
Yeah. People just gotta understand, like, where I'm at with people, with folks right now, like, what I do for you, you know, people are like, yo, you ain't always supposed to expect shit. Shit. Nowadays, like, what I do for you, I'm expecting the same thing.
Exactly.
Because I took my time and I stopped what I'm doing to make sure you were straight.
Right.
So when it's time to circle back around, I'm open at you on that type of shit.
Right.
Because if not, what's the point?
Right.
Because I work hard for mine.
Right.
And I can't be giving handouts. Like, I'm not your babysitter. Like, none of that. I work hard for mine. So you better come up. And you ain't coming up off of me, homie. So, yo, this ain't no handoff.
Anything that has to do with entrepreneurship, this shit ain't for babies, man. Ain't nobody trying to hold your hand in nothing, man. Like, that's real. Ain't nobody trying to hold your hand in nothing. And that's where a lot of people's at right now.
Yeah.
Like, just, yo, give me a jump start. How many times we didn't gave them a jump start?
That's the thing. Give me.
Then went nowhere.
Give me. Like, I hate that term. Give me. Like, what
That
do you
shit's
mean,
over.
give you?
That
Like,
shit's over.
What is that? What do you even mean? Like, some motherfucking hustle for shit.
Fact.
Give me.
I to even look people's way nowadays, I gotta see the grind.
Bro.
I gotta see the grind, man. I gotta see the grind.
That's real. And I got a lot of people that feel some type of way right now.
You know,
but it is what it is. You know, I can't do nothing about that. Man.
Right.
Get over it. Because if you still clocking the same figures and doing the same fucking thing you was doing before, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you expect? Like, I ain't gonna lie. I had an individual, like I said, since the podcast jumped off, an individual hit me up, like, yo, bro, like, what's up? When am I gonna be on? Like, when am I gonna be on? Like, first of all, the sentence sounds crazy to me. Like, what do you mean? When am I gonna? Like, it's automatic. Like, I'm supposed to say, come on, but it's like, your wave has not changed. And like I know 10 years ago, you still on the same wave, bro. Like, what is this?
Right.
A reason some shit's like that with folks, man, they still trying to impress the same people that they around.
Yeah.
Man. If you ain't changed your circle and you ain't found peace within yourself, you ain't, come on, man, you on the same type of shit. That's why your shit don't change. Right. There's levels to this shit.
Absolutely.
It ain't that you ain't gonna reach out to Diddy and email Diddy, yo, what's going on? You trying to link? You trying to bring me on?
Right.
Diddy like, fuck is this? You feel what I'm saying? Diddy watch, he watch. Yeah. Like if you on or you onto something, he watching that, yo, go check that.
Right.
Check them out, man. It ain't no you coming to people like people gotta get fucked up.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact, bro.
Diddy gonna want to get you in that private room and shit, you know? You know, he watching.
I tell folks, man, this shit ain't for the crybabies, man. This shit ain't for the crybabies, man.
Well, you know.
Like I said, any entrepreneur, any designer, they already know. I don't talk to them. Nobody's shit.
Facts.
Like when I see it, I don't give a fuck. Nobody shit.
Right.
Any of my design, anything that I'm doing, I shit it because I want everybody to win. But I'm not hold your hand. I ain't trying to kick it with you and nothing like that. But we can get to the dollars, man. That's it.
Exactly.
Nah, that's what shit. So
that's the point.
Yeah.
It is.
how many pots you say you got your hand in right now, as far as like all your hustles? Cause I seen a few, and I'm pretty sure you got more.
Yeah. Last year, that's what I was gonna bring. So I was gonna bring my rolling papers, man. My rolling papers did
Oh, you got
first
papers,
year,
okay.
20,000 units, man.
That's what it is, bro. That's what it is, bro.
It wasn't too high in Boston. I mean, we'll get there.
Right.
Soon as a lot of these other deals is on the table with LA, Cali, the capital, they went crazy.
Right.
Everybody getting into some deals.
Yeah,
I see that.
I didn't point into the frontal thing because I'm more of an all natural type person. You know what I'm saying? So my roller papers are all natural.
Nice.
Literally.
So what's the difference of getting into the all natural and then getting into the hemp? So why you chose the all natural over the hemp though?
The hemp's already set up for people to make money. I mean, when
Like
you go into the all natural stuff, that shit's right here. Like you gotta sit at the table with the manufacturers and tell them how natural you want it. That hemp, they already done put what they wanted in there, and they just like, you want to make money off of that, or I mean, shit like that. When you sit and we talk all natural, that shit different. That shit different, literally. It was hard at first, because I started all natural, and then I came out with the black pack. I think that was a 2.5, and I had a little bit on of the rolling papers with the THC in it, just to spark it just a little more. You feel what I'm saying? Then they went crazy for that. So
Cause hemp is better.
Yeah.
So,
but it's I don't know. It's a win-lose situation. It's a win-lose situation because some of that hemp shit can get you sick just by the stuff that they got in it. So I mean, all natural. It's just all natural herbs, all natural paper, rather.
It does burn a little slower than the hemp.
Definitely.
I did notice.
Definitely.
So yeah.
That's a different type of ballgame.
So I'm over here learning right now. I'm quiet, I'm learning. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. My first year, I didn't even know because you know when you dealing with the hood, you gotta pull back up with the hemp.
Yeah.
Going out there, you talking about some all natural shit. They like, no.
Yeah.
They gonna trust that shit.
Yeah.
So I brought it back, and they was like, yo, these shits is busting. I'm like, let's see what we can do.
Yeah, cause I was hearing the difference too.
For real. But that's what people are used to down here. Even on the West Coast. But there's so much stuff out there. Like they'll try anything.
Yeah.
Long as it's good.
Now, I went down there. They had all the. They still do like the blunts and all that. I was like, nigga, I don't want this. What the hell?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's why I come. That's how you know how long I smoke.
OG type shit.
Yeah, I was like, since we back here, we got the Brontos and the bean and all this. I was like, they got the cigarillos, the skinny fucking shits. I was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, but that's the capital of the.
Yeah, I was like,
all
nah,
I
had to smoke it though. They
and
the
the wackest is fire to us. The wackest weed is fire to us. You know, when you deal with the shit in Boston, man.
Yeah.
No shade, everybody shit fire. I guess.
Yeah, I couldn't wait to get back to the beat. Now it's like, oh,
Everybody's
man.
fighting, man. For real. That's why it's so many strands of that rapper shit. You know what I mean? Because that's where it's at right now.
Yeah.
So even if you pulled up to the table with some exotic or some loud, that rapper shit has so many strands mixed with it.
That's why.
Nobody can compete with that shit right now. Nobody. You can have some fire exotic, some fire loud. They be like, yo, I ain't even high. Cause that rapper shit is.
That shit wow.
That shit crazy, man.
I'm good.
People just gotta know them strands is strong, man. So I mean, they just going crazy.
We getting something else now. It ain't nothing like I remember. Like that for hours.
Right, like,
so you still doing the paper?
Yeah, I'm about to launch the volume 2 next month.
Volume 2 of your paper?
So what's
this
it like?
ain't got volume.
What's the difference as far as you just about to like
she just brought it to my attention. I did bring it to the manufacturer's attention just to try to him and see where we go. You feel what I'm saying? But you know, all natural.
So
is just
is it manufactured out here or in LA?
In LA.
That's it.
Because that was my next question. Like, would you like? Was that like a say? I'm just gonna go to LA, or did you have a? Would you?
It was bro, no bullshit. It was just a thought in my mind. Like, man, I might come out with the fontos. You know what I'm saying? I seen a couple people, you know, but then I'm like, yo, what about the papers? Brought it to a couple people's attention. It was like, yo, you can do that.
Right.
You can do that. Talked to one manufacturer. They was just giving me the you know what I mean, trying to take your money type shit.
Right. Right.
So I'm like, yo, matter of fact, I'm gonna come out there and sit with y'all.
Right.
He was like, for real? I'm like, come sit at the table. That's it. That's it.
So when you had that meeting, you I mean, was it like more so you was pitching your idea or?
I was just trying to tell him like, yo, and this is to any entrepreneur. People hear deals, right? From a lot of these manufacturers, or they hear deals from companies.
Yeah.
And it's money that they don't got, so they gonna go with this shit.
Right.
Like, don't let nobody try to steer you the wrong way when you trying to get started.
Right. Right.
Just over some grain.
Right.
You're gonna make more than that. There's some manufacturers, there's some businesses that you go sit down with and they like what you got and they'll try to buy you out.
Yeah, absolutely.
And in the back of their head, they like, yo,
and they'll lowball you.
Right.
They'll lowball your product because they know what it's actually worth.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But no shit, no cap. I think in the middle of my career, I got offered a mil 1.2 for Starlight.
For them to take it.
Yeah. No hand, you have no rights, no nothing.
See that? And that right there would have made me say, right then and there, that light bulb would have went in. Like, all right, bet. So now, I'm worth that. I'm worth way more than this shit.
Exactly.
Real, but look at this. Like, so say I took the deal. Now look at our economy now with the virus and shit.
True indeed.
I wouldn't have had it. I done had like fucking 20K left.
Right.
No company, no.
Right. No nothing. No nothing.
In the dumps.
Yeah. That's real shit.
I thought about it. I said, damn, I have my kids straight. I have a house and shit.
Right. Cause you're thinking like, damn, it's a nice figure.
Yeah.
But then if they're offering that to you to take everything, it's like, come on, yo, yeah. So y'all gonna throw me that right now for my shit. So that means my shit's worth way more than this. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
I was asleep all of that. At that point in time, I was going through shit too. I didn't know what to do.
Right.
I just know
It's a tough decision, especially when you're dealing with shit. It's tough.
So I said, just keep grinding, man.
Right.
We're gonna get there. But we're gonna get there, like, off of us. That's it.
Right.
So, and that's what I'm at with it right now. So
Dope.
that's why I'm just adding more pieces to the company. Like, the drinking part, on the rolling papers. You know what I mean? So,
Now,
soon, man.
as far as your drinks though, like, are these your signature drinks? Are these drinks that you came up with?
Yeah. Yeah. I was trying, at a young age, my father used to work for catering.
Okay.
I used to work for a catering company, the same catering company he worked for.
What kind of drinks?
Like,
These niggas just be fucking cooking shit up.
For real. No bullshit. And it's crazy. It's crazy. A lot of them are made from like juice, man. High C, Kool-Aid, like literally. Have people like, yo, oh shit, this is crazy.
Yo.
That's how I go. That's how you create.
Grinding.
That's dope.
They asking me now, yo, what's the drink say? I'm like, yo, it's about to warm up. I got you.
Exactly. That's about to say that it's about to warm, so you
about to warm up.
Tap back into that.
Yeah. And I got a couple more new drinks too. I think the strongest drink I made was the Monster Peach. It's mixed with 4 different darks, I think. Penny, Remy, Douce, and another one.
Oh yeah, yes. All my ladies.
Right.
Crazy. Try that.
Sound
Right. You gotta make a special order for that one.
It's crazy that the message. I'm trying to tell you the messages I be getting. Like,
what was it called again?
Yo,
Monster Peach. Monster Peach.
Monster Peach.
It got real fruit in it too.
I'm gonna need that. I think I'm gonna need
Monster
that.
Peach. I'll take a bite out of that.
Real talk.
Anytime.
I need that.
It's crazy.
Monster
I'm just trying to take it one day at a time, man. For real.
Yeah, you can't rush it.
Definitely. I tell a lot of people that too. Like if you doing it for them, you ain't never gonna get there.
No.
Like block the likes and the views up.
Right. Exactly. Once you stop giving a fuck about that shit, you get things in perspective. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Definitely.
Like I remember when I started giving a fuck about that shit. Like it doesn't matter.
It don't.
Put it out. Like I said, they bite. If they don't, I mean, I already know I'm sitting on something that's good. I know it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't put it out if I didn't think so.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Niggas will get hit when they get hit. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I tell people on the support and the respect type thing.
Yeah.
It's a lot of favoritism.
Yes.
In Boston. You feel what I'm saying? It's a lot of favoritism. Yeah. Why I say that?
Especially in that music.
There's no way in hell we all sitting on a Facebook platform, right? And people are posting, people are sharing, but nobody sees your shit.
Nobody sees your shit.
Until you start busting.
Right.
They seen it when you first started.
You know the thing especially when I was rapping heavy and shit. The thing that used to fuck with me, what I really started to notice, because I'm an observer. So it's like when I put out a new video, I put out mad material. You know what I'm saying? And then you outside, just at random, you run into somebody, a Facebook friend. And then the first thing they say is something you posted, like a month or something. Yeah, I seen that shit. Why the fuck did you say something a month ago, man? You know how many times that happens?
Right.
You run into somebody, the first thing out their fucking mouth is something that you posted, but yeah, they never interacted with.
Right.
Yeah, bro, I seen that video when that shit was, you know. Alright, so show me some love, man. If you like it, show me some love. But I started to get hip, like, okay, this is just the way things are. You know what I'm saying? And then once you understand how things are, then it won't bother you no more. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Alright, cool, whatever. But then I stopped giving a fuck. I put my shit out. If 2 niggas fuck with it, cool. Shout out to them 2 niggas. You know what I'm saying? If 100 niggas fuck with it, shout out to the 100. It is what it is.
And your family don't even support you. Why do you expect anybody else to? Like,
it just is what it is. Like, you have to understand it is what it is. You know what I mean?
I deal with that too. I deal with a lot of, but this is what I try to tell people, man. This
don't
is any entrepreneur, any rapper, anybody to and where I'm from Mass. Like I said, you want to be seen, you gotta grind, and home base is not it.
It's not.
Get your ass up. That's it. Get your ass up. You want to win, you gotta get up.
That's it. You gotta. And a lot of people stuck on the fact that because we're here, so of course we're gonna say, you know what I'm saying, nobody supports in the city, but I've heard a bunch of successful rappers say the same thing about their city. I remember Meek had an interview of like when he was really on fire, when he just stepped out. He said the same shit about Philly.
Right.
Same shit. He's like, niggas don't support you till you pop off. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's just a fact.
It's just what it is. It's every city. I don't know. It's every fucking city. But it's just, it's just something that just has to change in general with people.
The main thing with it, I'm gonna keep it a stop. The main thing with it, it's we already know a lot of people don't want to see you win.
Yeah, that's
if a person has some type of hate or some type of something for you, seeing you win is gonna bother them for the rest of their life.
Right.
Why would they support you?
Right.
They're not gonna do that.
Right.
Very true.
They right. That's what anybody don't. People are like,
Very true.
you always be thinking I'm hating on them. When it all comes down to it, you are though. Because what's the point of not supporting?
Right.
A share, a like, yo, that's some good shit. That shit's
That's
fire.
cool. That's dope.
That's light shit. That
You know
ain't
what I'm saying?
nothing.
That doesn't take any energy or effort.
But you take your time to watch it.
They do. They'll watch the whole shit.
Right. You take your time just to watch it. But
Because
you don't-
they'll tell you every fucking detail.
Right.
Everything. If you ask about it, they'll tell you. But it's like they don't interact with it. They won't, you know what I mean? They won't push it. They won't do nothing. But it's like, again, it's cool. It is what it is. I'm gonna sit here and stress that shit.
People gotta understand, like, why I say, regardless of the hate, regardless of the support, I'ma be where I'm going, or you know what I mean?
Like you said,
It's
because
my path is not changing.
it's not facts, because
The movement is not changing.
when I get up in the morning, it ain't to please them, it ain't to please them, it's to please myself.
Exactly.
Make sure my kids is okay with
Exactly.
me doing what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
bro.
Like, it ain't nothing else. I don't care about the views, I don't care about the likes, nothing. Until a lot of people step out that form and step out to who they are, regardless of the views and the likes, like, they ain't never gonna be nowhere. I'm
That's
sure
a fact.
they ain't never gonna be nowhere, and it takes time for that.
It doesn't have to.
Everybody did. I don't keep it at everybody did. I used to, at a certain age, I used to be like, yo, let me check my likes, man.
Yeah, like him, he was all
Check my likes, man. How many views I
How
got?
many views? Like,
You know
damn,
what I
that's
mean?
it.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, right now,
Right.
this is big
Right.
business. This is grown shit, man.
Right.
If you want that type of shit
Right.
at the ages that we are, come on, man. What are you trying to do?
Exactly.
No.
Cause I
That's
be
right.
seeing the grown niggas that be really be crying over shit like that. Like, damn nigga, fuck that shit. Like, really be posting in whole paragraphs. Like, this is the problem. Like, nobody fucks with me. Nobody support. I'm like, why? Don't be crying to these niggas that don't give a
Right.
fuck about you.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, just get on your job. Just keep doing your shit. My nigga, keep dropping your shit. I had to tell people this shit.
Yeah.
Like, bro, doesn't matter.
You gotta stay in the lab, man. Stay in the lab.
Just keep doing your thing.
That's why I tell people all the time, this shit's not for the crybabies, man.
Nah, it's not. I
This
mean,
shit's
there's
not
so
for the
many of them.
crybabies, man. For real. This shit's not for the crybabies. They ain't like the last shit you came out with, man. Go back in the lab, nigga, and see what you got. That's it. They ain't like that shit. That means you gotta come just a little bit more harder. At the end of the day, it's always gonna be that way. There's not no Diddy's and fucking Jay-Z's because they kept going in the lab and they like, oh, the last shit they was rocking with, they liked it that. Nah, they still trying to go harder and harder and harder to get to where they at. So that's what
A lot of them niggas did not sound how they sound now.
Yeah.
A lot of them. Down to Young Dolph, down to all of them. If you go back to their mixtapes and all them, like a lot of them did not sound how they sound now. A lot of them. They worked.
It's, it's that you have to put the work in.
All
So
of them.
you gotta hustle. Like, you have to.
Real shit.
If you wanted that bad, you
Gucci
have to.
too. All
Them too.
of them.
I remember
All
of them. niggas. Like everybody.
All of them.
Everybody.
All
It's
of
just-
them. Like,
everybody had
don't
to keep
trip.
going.
Exactly.
Don't trip.
A lot of them do not sound how they sound now.
So even just on the level that we at, you feel what I'm
Exactly.
saying? We ain't up there with them. They right here, we right here.
Right.
Like men, we men.
Right.
So you crying at the mid shit when
What does that
niggas,
say?
niggas up here, them type of artists, them superstars, they gotta come with it every trip because everybody's watching that shit.
Every single person.
One little fuck up,
Right.
your banks
You
out.
see how it
Right.
See it.
You see how it goes. You know what I mean?
So you crying right here. You ain't even get off the jump
You
start.
dig what I'm saying?
This shit ain't
Again, they
for
crying.
crybabies,
They
man.
crying right. They crying before they even fucking get a little taste of this shit. You got niggas moving funny before they even get a little taste of this shit. Like you just see so much bullshit. And you're like, damn, nigga. Like I could imagine if you even got it. If you got a taste, nigga, then you could destroy it.
Right.
Like, bro, fuck.
So I tell people, man,
come
they got
on,
people
man.
watching them every time. They end up in the magazine, they don't even know. They're like, damn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's that superstar shit, man. And you want to get there, you ain't even ready now.
Right.
You gotta get ready now.
Shit.
All
Think
that
you
shit.
want it, but you have no idea.
Exactly.
Real
Exactly.
shit. Yeah.
And then and this is why I love this lane, this media lane, my G. Because we get to have these conversations.
Right.
Like, we get to have these real conversations and shit. With like, and again, with real individuals. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it. I ain't bringing no suckers on the show. I'm not.
Yeah.
Nah, everybody that's been on the show, I have respect for.
Yep.
That's a fact.
Yep.
I have a high respect for them. You know what I'm saying? So that sucker shit is out the window.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not. There's no time.
That's why I said I don't think anybody shouldn't support that shit, man. Like we all man. From time to time, niggas getting their feelings, man. You block that shit out, you get to work. Yo, come on some type of site or interview or whatever the case may be, and speak on some other shit.
Wow.
That if you speaking on somebody, whoever you speaking on, he already got you off on the shit that he wants you. Cause you worrying about them.
Exactly. You bringing attention to that.
For real. Yeah, listen, man. Come on, yo. It's all love, man. Do your thing.
Right.
That's it. I got nothing to say on that, man.
Right.
A lot of people just different, man. For real.
That's facts, bro.
Can't wear those.
I mean, man. So I mean, again, like, what are the plans, man? Like,
The plans
like,
right now.
where do you see the vision at? Like, where do like the ultimate vision? Like, do you see it as the company just as it's thriving as in all these different entities that you're dealing with, or is there gonna be one thing that you want to focus on?
To be honest, anything I launch, man, I want to give it the same attention,
Right.
like for real. Because if you lack something that you putting out, that means it's okay when the shit fails. That shit ain't okay with me. I gotta give it 100 every trip. It doesn't matter what it is. Even if it's that part of the company's moving a little slow, I just gotta keep going to the lab and see. Like, damn, what I gotta tweak or what I gotta do. So,
Right.
and that's every time. So that's why I tell a lot of these entrepreneurs, like, anything that you put out, just give it the same attention
Right.
of the other shit you brought to the table.
Right.
So, these people see that, yo, he might be on to something. He really into that shit. You feel what I'm saying? People don't want to see the on and off shit,
Right.
the in and out shit. If you for that, then be for that.
So what advice would you give to upcoming entrepreneurs?
Simple. Don't be scared.
That's
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
And while I'm always gonna say this shit ain't for the crybabies now, like, we all gonna go through that shit. The support's gonna be there when you get that buzz. It's not gonna be there all the time. You gotta know how to adapt to that shit.
Right.
If you can't adapt to small shit, when you get there, how you gonna adapt to that?
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's the problem that a lot of entrepreneurs are having now. They don't know how to adapt at all.
Right.
At all. So one little thing. Oh man, I spent so much money on that, they didn't even support it. Alright, what you about to do?
Right.
You have to cry about it?
Or move on to the next. Yeah.
Hey, there's millionaires that lost millions to gain millions.
Right.
Come on, man.
This is true.
That's part of the
Nigga,
game.
I seen what his name Fat Joe. I seen him on an interview talking about how much millions he lost. I mean, more than once. More than once. And just said, you know what? Alright, boom. We're gonna sit back. We're gonna people we did wrong. We're gonna come back in it and we're gonna get it back. That's it.
That's every
You
trip.
know what I'm saying? Shit. Will Smith. And early on in his early stage, dude, I forget how many million he blew that shit. But he's alright now, ain't he? You dig? He's doing okay, to say the least.
Make that back.
But it's just like, again, like you said, that's great advice. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be scared of failure. You can't be scared to fail.
At all.
Like, failure it's not a loss. You know, when you lose is when you stop. When you give up, that's losing. Like, fuck, like, shit don't go the way it's supposed to go. That's not a loss.
Big facts.
That's just like, alright, pause. People went wrong. Back at it. Boom. Different strategy. Like, that's how it goes.
You gotta bounce back.
I tell a lot of people, man, like, yo, only you can stop you. Reason why I say that, because when you stop worrying about other people trying to stop you, you stop focusing on yourself and what you got going. So, yeah, they did that. But if you block that out and your mentality is you're in a humble space, and you ain't worrying too much about what they gotta say,
Right.
man, they can't even catch up to what you doing or what you did last time. So,
Exactly, bro.
like, come on, man.
It's all
It's
about
common
that
sense.
understanding. Like, you can't. Like, again, me personally, like, I don't care about what the fuck anybody else has to say. Like, I don't care.
That's it.
I I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm living how I'm living. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm progressing to what the fuck I'm trying to get to. Like
we all out here doing that.
Right.
We all out here doing that.
Facts though.
I mean, that's why the hate shit. You feel what I'm saying? It's funny to me because we all got the same 24 hours.
Same
24 hours.
The same. So really, what are you crying about? We all got the same joy.
If people wake up to worry a lot about what you doing and to be mad at this shit you're doing, that's past being weird. Like, motherfuckers need help. Literally.
No, truth.
Literally. No bullshit, bro. Literally. I don't want to hear that. If I had a sip, you know, I smoked some shit. I was going through some shit. Like, nah. When a person hate on you the first time, that shit that was built up. That was built up type shit. Like,
Right.
Come on, man. People don't just hate you out the blue. Like,
Cause that makes no sense. How can you hate someone out the gate? Like you don't even know who they are. Like you can't hate me. How you hate me? You don't know me.
Facts.
You can hate somebody you don't know.
No type of sense.
Crazy.
So that's why I say, like, out here you gotta be a humble ass person.
Absolutely.
Because everybody got those type of demons where it's like, yo, motherfuckers be really thinking of, so you gotta keep catching yourself, man.
Yeah.
And what got me in the space I'm at right now is just my kids on bullshit.
Facts. I agree with you, bro. Like that'll be a whole shift for you. Like you know what I'm saying, my daughter, you know what I'm saying, my little man, and I got one on the way, and I got you know what I'm saying. You see, I got married, you know. Like I'm in a different space, bro.
And yo, the bullshit, like to my niggas, like stop being. It's cool. It's cool. All that. Yo, let me speak on that. All the money over bitches shit, the money over niggas shit, like everybody needs somebody.
Everybody needs somebody.
I ain't saying you gotta be up their ass or whatever. Like, I mean, that's what keeps you off the shit you in. That's facts.
That is a truth.
When you have a kid, you turn into a different person. You supposed to.
Yeah, you supposed to.
If you ain't,
there's something wrong with you. I feel like
you still won't work.
Any nigga that don't switch up or feel some type of way after they have a kid.
Yeah.
Something wrong with you up here.
No bullshit.
Everybody does need somebody, but I'm gonna also flip that back too. But you also have to work on yourself because
that's key.
I'm with
you
it.
can't be with somebody if you don't know yourself.
Absolutely.
And you know you ain't got your own shit figured out.
Absolutely.
You can't be leaning on somebody and don't know your shit and you all fucked up in the head and you ain't loving yourself. Cause you can't love somebody else.
You don't love yourself.
Cause that shit ain't gonna work. Cause you're gonna be hopping relationships or in a domestic or whatever situation is in it. Cause that ain't gonna work. Like that shit ain't gonna work.
That's why I say honesty and loyalty. It plays a big part.
You could be in a relationship and not be fucking happy at all.
Then I know so many
that's gonna
like
be a
that.
waste. So just be by yourself and work on your own shit.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. It's the era that we living in. Look at the era that we living in. You know, all these fucking memes and shit.
Yeah,
bro. Like, people that understand.
But at the end, it's the individuals too. Like,
no bullshit. Because it starts and it fucks a lot of shit up. That they ain't even have to, you know what I mean? Like, when you step over them boundaries, people gotta understand. Ain't no going back from that. Even if you say you alright or you about to let it go, come on, man. People hold on to shit for years.
They do.
A fucking eternity.
They do, bro.
I mean,
they do.
It's just one step at a time out here. But I definitely agree with her. If you ain't right with yourself,
don't bring nobody else into that bullshit.
Leave that shit alone, because you don't know what the person been through, or you don't know what the person was already building to get away from that type of shit. Now you came in a space, and it's like, I'm gonna trust your work. I'm gonna take what you got.
Or if y'all ain't willing to work together,
that's not. It's like a nag. It's a nag. Like at a fucking party. Like yo, chill.
It's too much. Like don't even bother.
That's why I say no bullshit. Like I was engaged too. I was engaged the beginning of last year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like right now, I got options. I got plenty of options.
Right.
Exactly.
I'm okay with myself, but it's like I know that what that shit takes, like relationships.
Exactly. It takes.
It's gonna. I know it's gonna knock me off because, like I said, anything that I put out, anything I present, You gotta get that shit 100.
You do.
You know what I'm saying? Especially in a relationship.
Especially, bro.
Especially in a relationship.
That's why it's like, again, you. I mean, I heard about this type of energy, this type of vibe, this type of feeling. I heard about it for years. I heard about it, but never actually felt it up until this point. You know what I'm saying? That's how, I automatically knew the difference. Like with my wife, bro. Like I knew the difference. Like I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. Everybody I've been with, bro, there's been some time. There's been a red flag. There's been a hesitation. There's always. I didn't listen. I might just kept going with the shit to get my I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt, like I've always done. But it's like this time it was just like I really seen the difference.
See, that's the problem.
You know what I mean? Like I seen the difference. I felt the difference. Every move I made with my wife, bro, there's never been no hesitation. Everything seemed like this is what's supposed to happen. There's no second guessing this shit. None.
And you finally got a good one.
Finally got it. Like it just everything made sense, bro. Like it felt like a fucking puzzle, my nigga. It just fit.
Right.
That's when you know it's good, man.
Like the proposal was like it was nothing, man. Everybody, and I told my family I'm about to do that, and they were like, yo, yeah. I'm like, yo, this is yo, you scared? No. This is in my mind. This is what I know. This is what I'm supposed to do.
Right.
There's no fucking hesitation here. You feel me?
Right.
Like none. This shit was crazy. Cause prior to that, I was done. My word specifically, I'm done. I'm all set with all this relationship shit.
Same.
I'm good. My mother's in my ear like, no, mom, I'm good. I feel like, bro, no, I'm good. And I done ran across a couple of people too, and they kept showing me like, this is why I'm straight. I'm not even jumping back into no bullshit.
It'll burn you out, bro.
You know what I mean?
The toxic shit before.
You dig what I'm saying? I'm dealing with shit like trying to disregard the fact that it's not toxic when it really was. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta own up to
And
shit.
that's what I mean.
It'll burn you out, man. It'll burn you out. And in the economy that we live in now, we don't got time for that.
We do not.
No.
Keep it a step.
Like shit's super real. Shit's super real. Like nigga, we just went through, still going through, but the fucking pandemic. Like who would have thought? Who would have thought?
That's why I said you gotta be prepared.
Like, what?
All of that, right?
Not even just a certain section of the planet dealing with, nigga. The whole world felt this shit.
Definitely.
Like this is movie shit, bro.
Mass and shit. I'm trying to tell you. I see the first time I seen the mass shit like this.
Yeah.
It was in a movie.
Yeah. Big facts. I'm a movie head, bro. I've seen this happen in the movies.
Besides, China and Asia.
They stayed with them.
Right. They always do this shit.
They had me think about it too. Like, whoa, hold on.
Yo,
They was already.
it had me thinking where the director got that shit from, man. Like, yo, if it was in the movie already,
bro,
like, yo, chill, bro.
I always just say that shit. A lot of these movies, bro, they're not just movies. They're messages.
I've always said that.
They're messages, bro.
They don't get it from nowhere.
Exactly. There's nobody that's gonna sit there and say, you know what? Let's make a movie about everybody being sick and shit.
I don't know if you heard, like, over the last week or something about the zombie thing.
Yeah, I heard a little something about that.
Like, come on.
Like, about these, the zombies and shit. Like,
think about that shit. Like,
you know what I mean? Like all those movies, nigga, Contagion, fucking, you know what I mean? The shit with the monkey back in the day, like.
They ain't talking about that shit for no reason.
They're not throwing that out there.
They're not.
Nothing.
Come on. They're not.
It's just all coming out now because this monster called social media and his cameras everywhere. Everything's projected.
Like,
everything.
I believe in shit like that, but once again, that shit been tested a while ago. That's why they got Texas and all that shit. And when they were saying it was bath salt type shit.
Yeah, there's a whole thing behind all of that shit. There's something behind all of that shit. It's just if you try to dig into it, you'll lose your mind because it goes so deep.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll lose your mind.
Some shit you gotta keep up with.
It really goes deep as fuck.
So that's why a lot of times I work with
people.
No, you can't sleep. You have to be aware.
Yeah. But just how we was sleeping on that COVID shit, like that shit ain't gonna get over
and next thing you know, look what happened.
Can't sleep on that zombie shit. That shit ain't gonna happen. Now you gonna have niggas walk up to the fucking studio. What the fuck?
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
like
all the shit that we seen is becoming reality, man. Like it's really becoming reality.
You really can't laugh at it, but you can't.
I mean, how do you have a pandemic and then they have a killer fucking bee and that came from wherever the fuck. They have some type of, I forget, some other type of bug that kills all vegetation and everything. Like it's just like, where's this shit coming from and why is it coming right now? Like You know what I mean? It seems kind of funny, but it's just.
At the end of the day, yo, you know what that's for, bro? On some real shit. All of this shit is just to wake motherfuckers up to be thankful for the shit we got down.
That too.
That's just to shut that hate shit down. It don't seem like it's working because you see this type of shit motherfuckers still on down.
And that's the thing too. To give a little example of it, like a small one, when the marathon bombs happened, right? I did a video called Letter to My City.
Yeah.
Talking about that because just everything was just funny about that shit. When I was watching on the news, they shut the whole city down. You remember?
Yeah.
And there's a part of it when I say, look, because remember, everybody was united at that time. Everybody was together, like we do every time some shit happens. And I was like, and there's a part when, and I was big on symbolism in that video as well. If you watch it, you'll see certain things if you're like hip. And there was a part that I said, a whole city, I'm like, whole city united. Get that shit 1 week, city divided. And the way I showed it was I had two young dudes dapping each other up and bringing it in. But when they fell back, they both dropped pistols on each other. Which is basically what the fuck reality is, what it is. 1 minute, just again with the Black Lives Matter movement, everything. Like, everybody's together and shit, but next thing you know what I'm saying, nigga, this nigga's killing that nigga the next day. But yeah, everybody was all for black power and we're all together, but you killing this man for nothing. The nigga who was right around the corner looked just like you. The same color as you. You protesting for him. But yeah, you gonna put you put a shot on him. You kill him.
Only when it matters, though.
Think what I'm saying? So
yeah, that's why I'm strong on the youth. Strong on the youth right now, bro. No bullshit. I know I fell off with my donation shit with the homeless and I'll get back to it. And even with that part, like stepping out with it now, I'm just trying to show the youth, like, listen, the sneakers on your feet, or everything that you got, the games in your house, like your moms and your pops. I mean, if they still together, they work extra hard for that shit.
Absolutely.
So never forget that because you don't know what it took for these people out here to get like that. You know what I'm saying? So
tell my kids that shit
all the time.
And you gotta appreciate
doing it because it could have been me, it could have been my peoples out there.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
People gotta know, man.
Oh, shit. But bro, I just again I wanna thank you, bro. Like,
all the time. Man.
I appreciate you coming through, and I know bullshit. You're one of the people that I definitely want to have back because that idea that Rock was talking about, we definitely would love to have that pop off. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I know it ain't nothing but up from here, so we're gonna need you back. I know you're gonna have much more to talk
bring
about.
you back on the show.
You know what I'm saying? So. Again, like, we giving that love now, you know what I'm saying? While you still here and we letting you know that we see you. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate what the fuck you do, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, big facts. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're about here. This is about real talk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's vibe, man.
It's a vibe.
Yeah.
And I love it because everybody says this is a vibe, man, because it is. And that's what we portray here.
Yeah.
We want our guests to come and be comfortable.
That's it.
Not be thinking about like, oh, I gotta answer. Nah, we talking here. It's just like a family vibe here. We talking, we having fun, we laughing. It might get serious. It might, you know what I'm saying? We covering all bases. So that's I want to thank you, brother, because you were solid dude.
You know that. Grinding ass entrepreneur.
Absolutely.
From head to toe.
Absolutely. I'm trying.
All over the
my man is in every pot. My man stays up to par all the time. You know what I'm saying? On his own wave, but that he ain't following nobody's wave. My man got his own current. You heard?
That's it.
So.
Do you know the slogan? If it ain't real talk, please stay silent.
That's the best way to be, man.
That's how it is.
We ain't throwing nothing out there. We ain't throwing nothing else out there, man.
And you already know.
You know.
Actuality Speaks has been another one, man.
And you know.
Get ass.
It's your boy 7 Sins.
Rodrigo.
And this is Actuality Speaks.
Podcast, baby.
The realest conversations.
The realest stories.
The realest topics.
The realest people. And of course,
The realest hosts. This Actuality Speaks. If it ain't real talk,
just stay silent.